You've decided to sell your house. The next thing on your to-do list is to declutter, which can be overwhelming for some of us, but a home stager can help. Blair Buchanan is a real estate expert and After 6 contributor, and he's here with some advice on why it's a good idea to hire one. And Blair, this is such a topic that relates to all of us because most of us are in the market to either buy a house or to sell a house. So hiring a home stager definitely is a good investment, right?
It certainly is. It's money very, very well spent. And the money you spend on the consultation fee is returned to you tenfold.
And how much, roughly, Blair, does it cost to hire a home stager?
Sure. I think that generally what I see is anywhere from around $150 to $200 for a consultation. That consultation may involve a couple of hours, at least a couple of hours. And depending on who you hire, they will do different things during that period of time. I mean, if you have a house that just needs a slight rearrangement, you know, they're happy to come in, and for 2 hours, you and the home stager will be moving furniture, you know, kind of from one part of the room to the other, or taking something out to the garage and that type of thing. So they do a lot for that 2 hours and for that amount of money.
And it makes your job a little easier because when somebody wants to sell a house and you go into their home, and I mean, we all have different lifestyles. Some people have just the bare necessities. Others like to keep it all. And so it's hard for you to go in there and
Yes.
say to them, you know what? You need to clean up all those rooms. Bring the home stager in.
That's right. Well, you know, realtors are there to basically to assist in the sale of the house, to get the homeowner top dollar in as short a period of time as possible with the fewest hassles. And a lot of the hassles are created around the condition of houses that we sell. So if we can improve the condition by hiring a home stager to make that, to take away the objections that a potential buyer might have, that homeowner is going to end up with a lot more money in their pocket for a very small investment.
And that's what we all want.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, so you've got some tips then when it comes to home staging.
Sure. I think that, you know, first of all, I think you start at the outside of a house, and whether it's, you know, summer, fall, or winter, you know, the outside is what's the curb appeal, and that's what's going to draw people in. So after the snowfall of recent days, you know, you want to make sure that your driveway is, you know, clear, and that the walkway up to the front of the house is clear and safe and not icy, so that people are watching their footing instead of the lovely kind of shrubbery and, you know, with the Christmas lights and so on. So it's really important to have the outside looking as spiffy as possible, and you know, snow shovels away at the side or the back of the house, and safe. And
not have a recycling or your garbage right by the garage front of the house.
That's a really great idea. Also, lighting is really important at this time of year, particularly because it gets dark so early. You know, you've got to have the porch light on, and if, you know, if it's the Christmas season still, you know, you want to have those lights, you know, kind of looking their very, very best to make the house look really inviting from the road. So that's, you know, kind of the first thing is the exterior. How do we look from the road? Because that's going to be the invitation to come on in.
Right. And once that is done, you're going to move inside.
That's right. We're going to go inside, and I think most home stagers are going to do the first thing, which is declutter. And, you know, it's a big word nowadays, and decluttering means looking at every room and looking at everything that's, you know, kind of conveniently located on the kitchen counter, maybe shouldn't be there anymore, and it should be tucked away. A lot of people are going to end up renting storage unit for a couple of months while the house is for sale. And quite often they find after they've had their house for sale, they don't want the stuff back from the storage unit because they didn't need it in the first place.
Right.
I have a very general rule of thumb, and if people have been in the house for 5 to 10 years, I'm going to say that there's probably about 1/3 of what they own that's in that house that they probably don't need to be there. That house is going to show a lot better, a lot larger, if that stuff is gone. So in the kitchen, you know, it's counters, spick and span, clean, no coffee urns and that kind of stuff on them, and depersonalized to some degree. You don't need to see a wall of the, you know, the kids' history in baseball with trophies, you know, all along. Some people say depersonalized completely. I kind of like to see that there's a little bit of a humanity living in the house, and I don't mind seeing pictures of the family and so on, but certainly not everything that they've ever collected in their life.
And what other advice would you give too? So once you've done that, you've decluttered.
Sure. I think that furniture is quite often an issue. Furniture there, we gather furniture and we're very reluctant to let it go. And I can say again that probably you can look at every room and take 1 or 2 pieces of furniture out of it that you're not using very much and put it in that storage unit or in the garage, and the house will look much better. The flooring is going to look much better because your house looks bigger. And the other items that I would consider doing are painting. I would have a decorator, the home stager, come in with the paint samples. And you know, there may be some kind of out-of-date colors in a house depending on how long the family has lived there. And if those colors are very bright and bold and personal, they've got to be changed to make that house more saleable. And a home stager is going to have those kind of contemporary neutral colors that are going to make any house look warm and inviting to a potential buyer. So painting's critical.
And I can just see it now. You hire a home stager, they come in, they do the house up beautifully, and then the next thing you know, you say, I don't really want to sell now.
Yeah, exactly.
I like it.
Yeah, exactly. You know, that's the comment you get most often from homeowners. They say, you know, I really like my house. We should have done this months ago or years ago. It's really quite funny. And everybody's the same, and it's just human nature. I think the thing that I find that is most important to do as well as painting is lighting. You know, I love the money-saving, energy-saving light bulbs, but sometimes they don't give off a lot of light, and sometimes the older style ones give off a very cold light. Make sure that if you're using those lights that you use the warm colors, so not that kind of cold fluorescent look. You want to warm up the room and you want to brighten it. So for the period of time that you have your house on the market, I really recommend that you upgrade your lighting to make it brighter and warmer. However you do that is up to you. If it involves bringing in another lamp, that type of thing, go right ahead and do it, because you want to, especially at this time of year, make that house look warm and inviting on the inside.
And again, Blair, it's so important because when you declutter, people don't think that something is being hidden and that there's a problem with the wall. And the nice thing about having a home stager too is they'll come in and they'll say to you, I mean, especially if you own pets, you're used to the smell of your home, but somebody else who's not will come in and say, you know what? It has a funny smell here. You need to clean it up. Yeah,
especially cats. You know, the litter box is always a problem, or can be a problem, unless it's changed almost daily. And it's really important that you do that. The other thing I recommend to people for showing is to always have the furnace fan on. Let it run all the time, not just when the heat cycle's on, because it rotates the air around the house, and it kind of makes the basement less smelling like a basement, and it kind of circulates the air in a nice kind of way. And I think that freshens up a house, which is really important as well.
And Blair, last but not least, when it comes to home staging, do home stagers bring in furniture as well?
Well, they can. Now that's going to be an extra cost to the homeowner, and in many cases they do, and in many cases it's kind of necessary. And so the home stager will have a connection with a furniture rental company that will rent everything from, you know, dining room suites to living room furniture to paintings and artwork to hang on the walls, which kind of warms it up and makes it look more welcoming.
And you can find a home stager through your real estate agent?
Yes, I would recommend dealing with your realtor. Your realtor will know somebody they know and trust and have come to deal with quite frequently, and we can all recommend good home stagers. And there are lots of them out there, many of them very, very good and well worth the money.
Well, Blair, thank you so much. Some great advice there, and definitely a good investment to hire a home stager. And for more information, you can visit Blair's website. You can also email him if you have any questions.
Thank you.